So a very common question or observation is, why won't my child just sit still? Why do they constantly move around? And this might be in a school environment, and it might be at home, it might be absolutely anywhere. As children, we are constantly seeking to learn about our bodies and learn about the environment, and so therefore we do need to explore what is around us. If we are seeking or avoiding sensations, if we have a sensory processing disorder, so if our brain finds it difficult to organise the information that it receives so that we can concentrate and focus on instructions and activities, we might be moving around to help us to do that. And there's lots of research that goes into supporting if we're moving, so if we're jumping on a trampoline or if we're on a wobble board while we're working. For some people, that's a lot more productive than just sitting on a chair. So some of the senses that could be relating to this are our vestibular sense, or our sense of movement. So that movement is really needed to help us to focus. Proprioception, so body awareness. It might be that the kind of movement they're doing is to tell them about where the parts of their body are before they do an activity. If they're at home, they might be climbing on furniture, jumping off furniture, climbing on chairs, falling off chairs. All of those activities, they're receiving lots of body awareness, lots of proprioceptive information about their body, so they're hyposensitive to proprioceptive information. Someone might be constantly moving around to seek visual information. So by walking, by finding contrast, by finding patterns, they are giving themselves more visual information for their brain and their body to receive. By receiving more visual information, they're able to then focus or to then concentrate. So it might be that as they're walking around, as they're seeing all these different things and the lights changing around them, they're actually listening really well to what mum's asking them to do. Or they're actually preparing themselves for what they're going to do next, and it might be eating dinner. Another reason might be tactile information. So maybe someone's constantly moving around because they want to feel things on their skin. It might be that they wrap themselves up in things, that they roll around. Anything where the skin is feeling things, someone is receiving tactile information. It might be that they squidge themselves under cushions, under blankets. It might be that they crawl under tables. All of those things are to receive extra tactile sensations. And the other reason why someone might constantly move around is for auditory processing. So sounds, when we're in different parts of a room, things sound different. It might be louder in one area than another area. It might be really echoey in a different part of the room. Think about the vibrations as well. So the things that aren't necessarily making sounds that we might hear are also making sounds. So technology, vibrations from radiators, from speakers, from fish tanks. If you've got a filter in there, that makes a vibration, that makes a sound. So there's lots of reasons why someone might constantly seem to move around. A lot of the time we need to go back to basics and think of our vestibular and our proprioceptive sense. Most of the time someone is seeking that sense of movement, that sense of relationship with gravity, and body awareness, proprioceptive awareness. There's so many ways that we can support those two sensory systems while someone's doing an activity, so that then they don't necessarily need to actively be up and walking around within a space to be able to focus.